Hello everyone, hello learners. This is Sir Arjun Paul de la Paz and I will be teaching you a math lesson. In this video, we are going to discuss translating verbal phrase into mathematical phrase and verbal sentence into mathematical sentence and vice versa. Our learning objectives in these lessons are define verbal phrase or sentence and mathematical phrase or sentence. Second, translate verbal phrases to mathematical phrases and vice versa. Third, appreciate the importance of the lesson in real life. Let us recall the previous lesson about constant, variable, and algebraic expression. The first basket contains 4 mangoes, and the other basket is covered and we do not know yet how many mangoes are present inside this basket. So we will use n mangoes to represent the number of mangoes. 4 represents the constant and n represents the variable. If we put them together with an operation like plus sign or minus sign, we have 4 plus n and it is called an algebraic expression. Adding an equal sign and resulting term or expression will make it as an algebraic equation. Let us have some logo quiz. Can you guess the name or meaning of this logo? Yes, it is Google Meet. How about the second logo? Yes, the meaning of this logo is no parking. Okay. How about the third logo? The meaning of the third logo is wear a face mask. The fourth logo, can you guess the fourth logo? Exactly. That is the meaning of that is female restroom. How about the last logo, the fifth logo? Very good. It is BSHS logo or the Bagong Silangan High School logo. In mathematics, what do these symbols mean? It means it is plus, minus, and times, and divide. What is the importance of interpreting or translating symbols into words or vice versa correctly? Well, symbols and logo are important to give us instructions, meaning, identity, ideas, or information. Translating them into words or ideas will give us understanding on how to solve mathematical equations. Verbal phrase uses language to write a mathematical expression instead of numbers, symbols, and variables. On the other hand, mathematical phrase uses numbers, symbols, and operators such as plus and times grouped together that show the value of something. In translating verbal phrases into algebraic expression, it is important to know the words that are used to indicate mathematical operations. Some of these words are as follows.
For addition, we have plus, more than, increased by, the sum of, the total of, and added to. For subtraction, we have minus, less than, less, diminished by, decreased by, the difference of, subtracted from. For multiplication, we have times, multiplied by, the product of, or of. And lastly, we have division, divided by, the ratio of, the quotient of. These are phrases that we can use to translate verbal phrases into mathematical phrases. Now, let us translate each verbal phrase into a mathematical phrase. Number 1, 6 increased by a number is 6 plus x. Number 2, a number less than 9 is 9 minus x. Or number 3, the product of 9 and y is 9 times y or 9y. For number 4, we have divide a number by 8 can be translated to x divided by 8 or x over 8. For number 5, twice a number increased by 5 can be written to 2x plus 5. Another translation. Translate the following to mathematical symbols. Thrice the sum of 5 and a number. Thrice means we have a factor of 3, and the sum of meaning we need to add 5 and a number, so we can write them into a group. So 5 plus x, and then we will group them using parentheses, so that the mathematical phrase will be 3 times the quantity of 5 plus x. Here's another example. Subtract 2/3 of the number from 15. So, it is minus sign. 2/3 is 2 over 3. And let x be the number. So, we group them. So, 2/3 x and 15. So always remember, if we have the word from, than, and added to, we need to switch the terms. So that the mathematical phrase for this problem is 15 minus 2 over 3x. In grammar, a phrase is a group of words that does not express complete thoughts. Mathematical phrase does not express a complete thought also, unless it becomes an equation. A mathematical expression can also be translated into verbal phrase. The translations may be vary but still have the same meaning. Let us have an example, n plus 5. It can be translated to a number n plus 5, n increased by 5, the sum of n and 5, 5 more than a number. Let us have another example, x minus y. It can be translated to x decreased by y, the difference between x and y, x less by y, and y less than x. Let us have third example. It can be translated to 3 times a number, 3 multiplied by x, the product of 3 and x, and thrice x. Let us have fourth example. 2x minus 4. It can be written as twice a number diminished by 4, the difference between twice a number and 4, 4 subtracted from twice a number, and 4 less than twice a number. For the fifth example, it can be translated to 5 times a number increased by 3 is equal to 10, the sum of 5 times a number and 3 is 10, 3 more than 5 times a number equals 10. Note that the expression containing phrases like added to, subtracted from, and less than might be translated incorrectly. Be careful, just switch the two terms. Let us have a quiz.
To wrap up the lesson, in translating verbal phrases into mathematical phrases, consider the following terms. Addition would indicate an increase, a putting together, or combining. Thus, phrases like increased by and added to are addition phrases. Subtraction would indicate a lessening, diminishing action. Thus, phrases like decreased by, less, diminished by are subtraction phrases. Multiplication would indicate a multiplying action. Phrases like multiplied by or n times are multiplication phrases. For the division, it would indicate partitioning, a quotient, and a ratio. Phrases such as divided by, ratio of, and quotient of are common for division. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned so much and see you on our next lesson.